commercial development as part of their plan. And then it goes to the city council and they say, great, there's commercial. And it complies with our annexation policy and we'll do it. Well, what the fans did with with the Granite Peak, the Granite Hills development is they had that commercial land. And just recently in one of the city council meetings, they asked the city council to take that commercial land and make it residential. And why that's so dangerous for us as a city is we can't survive off of that kind of income. The income that they get from, or that the city gets from residential development is that we make a privilege sales tax off of the cost of construction materials. And then after that, the city has to service the home for the life of the residents. As long as that home lasts there, we're paying for water for it, we're paying for the piping, and part of your property tax is part of that, but our property tax is one of the lowest in the state right now. And we can't raise it more than 2% a year because the state shackles us in what we can do. What they're doing with the Deep Well Branch development is totally new. They're asking for flexibility in land use. What that means is that if we approve this as it sits, it can go, they'll take that and they'll say this is residential, this is commercial, but they don't have to come back to the city council and say, well, we want to change this into residential. It takes the approval process away from the city. And because it'll be a standard, it'll take the approval process away from the city forever. We have to make sure that we are at the planning and zoning meetings because this next meeting is probably going to be the meeting that they vote on this plan. That land use flexibility cannot happen for this city. It cannot happen. It will set a standard for the future. We can't let it happen. So if you have time, if you can come for that planning and zoning meeting, please come to it. It is so important that they hear. One of the things I think that they can do most, or what changes their mind, is hearing us come in there and talk about why it's a bad thing. Please, 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 please come to the planning and zoning meeting.
When is that, Joe?
The planning and zoning meeting, I heard it.
9 o'clock. 12
at 9 o'clock, 9 a.m. Make it nice and early so people are working and they don't have to get that public input. 9 o'clock, 9 a.m., City Council Chambers, which is on the corner of Goodwin, right next to the post office over there, and the City Hall.